Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, members of the local community, a very warm welcome indeed to Coventry Cathedral. My name is John Witcombe. I'm the Dean here, and it is a privilege and a pleasure, of course, to welcome you back to the second of these Rising Global Peace Festivals. Exactly the right place to be gathering the energy and expertise in the room in order to take us forward to build the sort of world for which this cathedral and this city and our universities stand. So you're going to hear more, a little bit more from me and from the community around the cathedral as the days progress. So now I just want to say a warm welcome to the cathedral. It's great to have you here, and to hand over to Professor Mike Hardy, who's going to formally welcome you to the conference. Mike.
Well, good morning, everyone, and just to repeat John's brilliant welcome. What a team. And it seems only a few days ago that some of us were here rounding off Rising 15, the Global Peace Forum we launched last year. And it was memorable, and people have spoken about it ever since. But I have to tell you, the brilliant team that's helped arrive at this place, Rising 16, won't have thought that was only a few days. They'll think it was an eternity of work. And I wanted to start this Rising 16 with just a vote of thanks to those that have brought us to this place. So thank you very much. So I woke up this morning feeling like I have three hats on. And it's very few of us are so privileged to have the role that I have under those hats. So the first is that, as most of you know, we have here at Coventry University a remarkable centre for trust, peace and social relations, which supports Rising, which gives Rising energy and inspiration, and also takes energy and inspiration from the conversations that we have with the Rising platform. So the university's commitment, and my bosses I'll introduce in a minute, its commitment to this work, this scholarship at Coventry, is really a very important part of why we're here, and certainly why I'm here. The second hat is that this is a remarkable partnership that we're experiencing between this amazing cathedral and all it stands for in the 76 years since the destruction next door. A city that's on the move, a city that's ambitious within the context of change, economic and social structural change in the UK, and a vibrant university. This partnership is quite unique, and to be part of a collaboration such as Rising is a very important hat to have as well, and a great privilege. And my third one is that it may be astonishing to you all, but I'm also a grandfather. So I have a little guy, William, who's my grandson, and I often reflect when we're out doing naughty things that it's actually about him and his generation that we're charged with responsibility for making a better world for them to enjoy. So those three hats come together at Rising, which is why I'm taking a couple of minutes longer than perhaps Kieran wanted me to, just to welcome you and share that. I can't think of anyone better than our Vice-Chancellor, Professor John Latham, to open Rising 16. He is not only the champion of amazing university, of which many of us are party to, but also active in the city, active in higher education, active in his own profession, but a huge commitment to the agenda that we're about to embark on. A commitment to scholarship, to ideas, to thought leadership about how to improve the processes and the battles that we have to create more peaceful times. He's a great champion, and it's his energy that's led the centre that I introduced earlier to build its ability to contribute in its own right. The work that we can do as the Rising team is now finished. We've brought you here. Rising 16 is just that. It's a symposium when we bring together amazing people. It's now down to you, and I encourage you over the next 2 days. Be active, be anxious, share your experiences, drive forward the inspiration that we need to continue with the platform. So our work is done, and yours is about to start. Without any more, then, welcome again, and I'll introduce John Latham to give us our formal welcome. Thank you, John.
Friends, colleagues, partners, welcome to Coventry Cathedral, and welcome really to what is now the home of Rising. It only takes 2 events to make a series. I'm a sort of mathematician by background, so I can make anything out of anything, really, in terms of what we want to do. But I think what we have here today is a fantastic program. I was looking through it this morning, a very impactful program in itself, of individuals coming for what is really the second key event in what I see as a long series of events that the centre that Mike leads has been putting together. We've seen an increase in the amount of activity around Rising Stormont earlier in the year in terms of activity, growth and spreading the profile. But really today is about us welcoming you here to this second major Rising event in Coventry. If you think about it, Coventry with its cathedral ruins is an enduring and potential international focal point for peace and reconciliation. But as a city, actually, we've been fighting probably way below our weight. And Rising is an opportunity that has given the city, working together with us, to actually raise the profile of Coventry even more around the potential that we have, not just to be the city for peace and reconciliation, but also the impact that we have in the world. In 2013, 2 related things happened to begin this transformation, to help take Coventry to a new place globally in helping to make the world a more peaceful place. As part of a major new strategy that we put in place at the university to grow our excellent research, Coventry University, as Mike said, formed a new university research centre, first of its kind, the Centre for Trust, Peace and Social Relations, to build on existing scholarship expertise and to help support peace building worldwide. Secondly, and as Mike has indicated, and this is very important to us as an institution, but also in terms of looking as a place for peace worldwide, we sat down with the cathedral, with the introduction from John today, seen as a key partner, and the city, to form a collaboration that would offer Coventry as a place that would bring together global leaders, as we've seen today, practitioners and advocates working for peace. We wanted them to come together to share brave and creative ideas that challenge us to go beyond conventional thinking and change how we approach threats and confrontations in our societies. This is at the core of what Coventry as a university does and what Coventry as a city has done for many years. Enterprising, entrepreneurial, groundbreaking and different. Last year, we launched the Rising Global Peace Forum to push forward new ways of thinking about peace and conflict in our turbulent world. We were supported and inspired by our patron, the Desmond Tutu Legacy Foundation. The first international symposium, Rising 15, took place a year ago and established our Rising platform, as Mike has indicated. Since then, we have continued to build, and I am proud to welcome you here today to Rising 16, which I am sure you will experience as another step forward for this city, but really for this community. Whereas last year's theme focused on hope, this year is looking at what we are calling the ripple effect of responding to conflict, whether with action or inaction. Rising 16 is a truly global event with more than 80 speakers from 30 countries, with more than 30 different sessions, and we are expecting over 1,000 delegates for the 2 days. My thanks, as Mike has said, goes to the teams that have worked hard to bring all this together, but also to thank you, the speakers and facilitators in advance for what I know will be an amazing event. And also finally to you as participants, many of whom have travelled from across the globe to be here today and tomorrow, and to be part of a community that we are building. My great thanks to you. So I'll close by saying to all of you, let's provoke peace together and enjoy your next 2 days. Thank you.